and welcome to you. I'm Julia Graham, and if you're watching this, thank you so much for being here and for being one of my wonderful scent brothers, scent sisters, and non-binary scent siblings. Today I am so excited to bring to you a tag, because I was tagged by the wonderful, talented, and everything else Veronica from Veronica Says here on YouTube and Veronica Says all on the Instagram platform. So if you're interested in perfume in general and in Montale fragrances specifically, come and join me. As I said in the intro, today's video is a tag by one of my absolute sheroes on YouTube and Instagram. Of course, that's Veronica Says here on YouTube and Veronica Says all on the Instagram platform. She's taken me under her YouTube wing and supported me and tags me in videos so that I can be in on the loop of what's going on. I'm so forever grateful to her and to others who have just done so much for me and the community. I won't name them all because then that'll be the whole video. Note to self, that is coming up. If by some freak of nature you're not already following her, which you probably are because honestly, most of you came here because as a personal favor to her, and so it is a personal favor to me. This video is a twofer. I like to multitask, and this is a twofer insofar as I am going to talk about 3 of my absolute top best blind buys ever. But in that, they're all from the same house, and so this is a twofer because it is my top blind buys, but it's also my top scents from Montale. Montale Paris is a niche fragrance house that produces some of my favorite fragrances ever. And I have 3 to share here with you. There is nowhere for me to go and smell a Montale scent. And so one can either purchase the samples or one can go full on and just grab the full bottle, throwing caution to the wind. I recently watched a fantastic video by Margie, and I will leave her video here, about 5 bottles and all the lessons that she learned. I loved that video because we learn so much with every bottle. What is a blind buy, you ask? If you're new to this journey, a blind buy is when you pay for a bottle of a scent that you've never sniffed before. You need to know something about Montale before you purchase it, and that is that no Montale is a safe blind buy. This video is called 3 Fantastic Blind Buys, something like that. I'll make that sound a little bit better. But I don't think that Montale is a blind buy safe house. I don't think really anything is a safe blind buy because we're all so different, thank goodness. Montale and Mancera are both companies that are owned by and perfumed by Pierre Montale. They are a French company, and the perfumer who is listed on all of the scents is Pierre Montale. There is some debate as to whether or not Pierre Montale exists as a human. Yes, he has an Instagram account and a presence online, but is there an actual human called Pierre Montale, or is he a conglomerate personality created by the company to be the face of the company? I don't know. One of the reasons why Montale as a house is not a safe blind buy is because there's something in all of the scents that I have sampled from them, which is the big fat 5, right? But in all of the scents that I've sampled from them, there is a quality to them. Any search will get you to a review, and invariably somebody will tell you that the scent is like all of them and that they all contain this plasticky, synthetic, artificial, and fake smelling. They have this quality to them that is off-putting to a lot of folks. My friend Sarah from Must Love Fragrances from Instagram cleverly stated that she thinks that that is some type of preservative and that it could be why they all smell that way. I think that's brilliant. I also think that it could be something, an additive in there that helps with the performance of the scent. And so it does have that quality to all of the perfumes that I have tried. So that is fair warning. It is not a safe blind buy. Having said that, let me tell you about the 3 best blind buys of my fragrance journey so far. First and foremost is the one that I'm not going to speak too much about because I already have an entire video dedicated to it, and I think I talk about it all the time. My scent siblings, you know that if you've been with me at all, you know that one of the best scents to my nose is Montale Altons Cafe, or as Ryan likes to call it, Altons Cafe. If you've heard of this, then you know. If you have this, then you know. And if you don't, let me tell you. Altons Cafe is an amber vanilla fragrance, they say, and the nose behind it is, as I've already mentioned, Pierre Montale. This one was launched in 2013, so although it's the first one that I've ever put in my fragrance family, I like that term a lot better than collection. Fragrance family to me refers to my babies that I own, and my scent siblings is how I refer to you. It has top notes of floral notes. This is all according to Fragrantica. The middle notes are rose and coffee, and the base notes are vanilla, white musk, and amber. I'm going to say that regardless of the fact that the name is Altons Cafe, to me this has no coffee in it whatsoever. I don't get the coffee note in here. I get a creamy lactonic, which just means creamy, really, in a sense. Charlotte Ross does a really good video about what lactonic means and all the different lactonic scents that she knows. So if you're interested in what lactonic means, by all means, please check out her video. I don't get the coffee in here, but I get something creamy. I definitely get the rose, and I am not a rose lover. So I really enjoy this scent, despite the fact that I don't love rose. I do love coffee, but I don't smell it in here. This is a huge scent. It's massive. It projects. It leaves a trail. This is perfectly unisex. Everyone could wear this. And it's, to me, for me, I wear this in the colder months. It's very deep, it's very dark, it's very dense to me. I really love the cozy vibe that it gives. I really love that my husband really loves it. And I just adore this scent. What can I say? People say that it's a jammy rose. Does that help you? It does have a synthetic quality to it that I quite enjoy. I put this on every single night in the winter time, and I haven't touched it since there was snow on the ground. My word. If you're new to this and you're wondering if this is something that you might enjoy, I would say sample it first. Find a way to sample this, because it is not like anything. At the time when I smelled this, this was the first niche scent I think that I ever got, and at the time, I was blown away. I didn't like it at first. If you've ever been here before, you know that I don't like most things at first, but this one I did not enjoy at first. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what I was smelling. I'm not gonna pretend that I understand now. All I know is that this smells like heaven to me. And for a while, as per the video, this is the scent that I desired to wear the most in the colder months. This is Montale Altons Cafe. Rich, deep, warm, jammy, sweet, very cozy, very comforting, and by far one of my favorite scents that I've ever smelled. The second Montale scent that came to be with us in our fragrance family is Chocolate Greedy, again by Pierre Montale. This one was released in 2007, so this is actually older than Altons Cafe. It's called Chocolate Greedy, and it's characterized as an amber vanilla fragrance for women and men. So just like Altons Cafe, this is considered very much for women and men. It's very unisex. They're telling us on Fragrantica that the notes are, and I'm reading this, so my eyes are down here, cacao, vanilla, tonka bean, coffee, dried fruits, and bitter orange. Yes. I get all of that except for the coffee. I might, I know what coffee smells like in real life, but I might not know enough about it in perfumery to be able to pick it out. So Chocolate Greedy I purchased because of the beautiful Alithia Marie, who did a video on this. I believe her channel was still called The Simple Chic Life at that time. And she talked about this, and I thought, yes, please. So I do have a video where I mentioned this one on how to smell like a chocolate Easter egg. I was just being silly. In fact, I filmed it in this room. This was a blind buy that I am so glad to have in my fragrance family. Bought this one from ScentSiblingsDotC.A, and the little stopper, it comes off on the one that I bought where it wasn't a tester. This is a tester. So the little thing is just for decoration. Really, it's just purely to annoy me. I'm pulling an Ange from 50 Cent UK, just spraying it all. I bet you it's going to smell amazing. In here, this is another cozy cold weather scent. Now you do you, and you're going to do your scents when you like them. I can see this one on a cold, rainy summer evening, but for the most part, I wouldn't wear this one if there was still, unless there was still snow on the ground. So I was wearing this at Easter, but there was still snow on the ground. Wow, I'm smelling it with the Altons Cafe. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's warm, it's powdery, it's chocolatey, and there is that bitter orange and dried fruit. You get that in here. And so it smells like, upon first whiff, it's a powdery chocolate like Nesquik. Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I dating myself? It's like Nesquik. That's what Ryan says it smells like. He thinks that this smells very much like powdered chocolate you would add milk to have milk chocolate or chocolate milk. The vanilla, dried fruits, and bitter orange really come through in a very lovely way. It is grown up. It's not juvenile at all. It's cozy and grown up, and absolutely just one of my favorite things to put on when it's a little bit chilly, when I'm cuddling up. This is beautiful. Anyone could wear this, and I would argue that you could wear anything you want at any time, but this one for me is a cuddler. I would also say that the projection on this is good, but the longevity is not like Altons Cafe. They say Altons Cafe lasts forever. I don't feel like this one lasts forever, but it certainly does project when you first put it on, and it certainly does leave a trail because Ryan knows I'm wearing it when I'm in the house. But the performance on this one isn't epic or stellar or any of those hyperboles that we apply to the other scents that we call beast modes. Montale Chocolate Greedy. If you are curious about this one, this is a safer blind buy if you know that you like chocolate. If you're not sure about this company and that fakey kind of scent, this one might be a good gauge, because if you like chocolate and you like fruit, this one would be a very good dip your toe in the pond of Montale. So as far as it goes, I think this one would be a safer blind buy as long as you love chocolate. The latest one to my fragrance family is a 20 ml bottle that I purchased, and it's 0.7 fluid ounces. Is that what people say in the States? This is Montale Vanille Absolu. Charlotte Ross does a video comparing a lot of the Montale vanillas, and also Yana from Tommelise just did her video where she talks about this one. I highly recommend you checking those videos out because they've been doing this longer and they're better at it. Let's just call it what it is. Vanille Absolu is a scent that was launched in 2008, again by Pierre Montale. And the notes here are very simple: vanilla, cinnamon, woodsy notes, and cloves. I love this scent. Again, cozy, unisex, but not as crowd pleasing, and not sweet. It's not, to me, it's not sweet, and it's not lactonic in any way. And so what do I get here? Right off the bat, I get the cloves, which if you don't like cloves, you will not like the opening of this. And then as this dries down, it turns into a baby this. This chocolate greedy has those notes of dried fruit, which are replicated by the clove in this one. These two, upon dry down, are almost identical, almost. This one does not have that chocolate overlay. It's as if you took the chocolate out of chocolate greedy and created something called Vanille Absolu. That's what I have to say about this. And so the projection, performance, longevity of this one is equal to this one, except on the opening you don't get the chocolate. This was a successful blind buy for me because I love it, and I love to put it over other things. We had a huge storm out on the lake, and I put on my scent that I love to wear for storms, Annie by Nishané, and you know what? It was missing something. It was missing that cuddle factor. It was just a little bit too fancy. And so I put this on because this is a very casual scent. I put this over, I know, sacrilege, but it gave it a cozy, cuddly, mom kind of feel that Annie didn't have by itself. So Vanille Absolu dries down almost exactly the same as chocolate greedy, but to me it's worth having both, and I will get a full bottle of this. To me it's worth having both because the opening here does have the chocolate, and the chocolate stays for a while. Here it has the dry down of the chocolate greedy without the chocolate in it already. These are 3 blind buys that I am over the moon about. Do you have any blind buys that you're over the moon about? I would love to hear about it, either in the comments, make a video, make an Instagram post, or a reel, anything. Just let me know that you've done it so that I can support you, because that's what Veronica and Maria and Andreas and all of the people who have supported me here on YouTube, that's what they've taught me, is that, quote, the candle doesn't burn less brightly for sharing its flame with another. If you are interested in doing this video, I tag thee. And if you are interested in just telling me, tell me in the comments. That's my favorite thing. If you like and comment, that means more to me than anything. So thank you so, so much. The other question that I would ask you is, have you tried Montale fragrances and what do you think? And if you haven't, will you be trying them, or do you just know that they are not for you? Or have you tried them and they're not for you? What do you think of Montale fragrances? Because they're polarizing. Do you love them? Do you hate them? I need to know. Is it something that you're interested in? Did anything that I said pull you one way or the other? I love these scents. So these are 3 successful blind buys, all by the same company. So that was a twofer for you. I am your scent sister, Yulia Graham, and if you're watching this, that makes you my scent sister, my scent brother, or my non-binary scent sibling. I do hope that you check out the folks' videos that I am going to leave down below, or if you saw something in the cards. Thank you, and we will see you in the next one.